Hello, I'm Michael Hazard, and I'm going to tell you what life as a lineman is like. The general overview of being a lineman is consistently improving, maintaining, and repairing the electrical world that we all use and live off of every day. They repair the power lines after natural disasters within days. They improve old technology and fix it. Not only do they work on cables, but they work on circuit breakers and switches and underground wiring. Education path required for this career. There are multiple ways you can become a lineman. You can attend certain colleges like GRCC, Lansing Community College, and Alpena College, where they all offer an 8-month class to become a certified apprentice and learn about all the profession in and out of this career. Once graduated, which isn't easy, you are guaranteed a job at a big company like Consumers or DTE. There's also another route you can take. There are companies that don't require schooling, but there are not always guaranteed work. Different from if you got schooling, then able to get work paid every day. If the company doesn't have any work, you don't get paid. Different from school required companies, you get paid every day no matter how much work they get. Once your apprenticeship is long enough and you have enough hours, you can become a journeyman. To become a journeyman, you need 7,000 hours of work and experience as an apprentice. Once you become a journeyman, many things change though, and you can have the option to choose when you work, where you work, and your pay majorly does increase. The career outlook and prime location for a lineman. The career outlook on a lineman is estimated to grow by 6% in the next 8 years. Worker-wise, they've needed more and more workers for a while now. There's an estimate to be at least 23,500 openings as a lineman in this nation each year. The demand for a lineman has increased annually the past 10 years. To be a lineman, you are important all around the country. They are needed to fix power outages, natural disasters, and anyone's energy and electrical problems. Therefore, they are good everywhere, although they are known to travel tons. Wherever other states have big storms, doesn't matter when, or big issues, other linemen from around the country are to relocate there to help them clean up and fix everything as soon as possible. Therefore, there is no exact prime location because wherever storms can happen, all over the nation, is where they go. The salary and benefits for a lineman. Salary for a lineman really ranges. As an apprentice, you mostly start around $40, $45 an hour, although there are tons of overtime openings all the time, and during that you can make time and a half. Also, whenever you move away to work, you get paid the whole time that you are gone, even when you're sleeping. You also get an additional pay whenever you're away from home. It's called a per diem, and it's usually around $150 a day when you're gone. Once you work enough hours and you get your journeyman certification, not only can you control when you leave and where you work and when you work, you get a way bigger salary, usually around $60 an hour. Being a journeyman, you can control when you work because your company will contact you within a day or a few hours whenever you have a chance to go on a trip to work. Journeymen can average up to $10,000 to $15,000 a week while being away from home working. Although it's very last minute, you make a lot of money. Day in the life as a lineman. Being a lineman comes with daily waking up early, working long hours full of hard work in almost all conditions. They install, maintain, repair high-powered electrical lines, scale poles to repair overhead lines and inspect lines in need of repair or replacement. In some cases, they install underground lines. It's a job that often finds them working outdoors at a time when everyone else wants to be indoors, safe and protected from the elements. A typical day for the linemen when they aren't responding to emergency calls can involve changing out poles that they have been damaged or rotted. Linemen must inspect poles continuously to see if there are any signs of rotted wood, undetected water damage. Poles can also be damaged by falling trees or vehicle collisions. Many days are away from home, traveling around to wherever disasters are and needs fixing. The pros of being a lineman is great pay. You get to travel. You get the per diem when you're away from home. Good skill. You learn a lot of new things. Paid for a living. When you leave to go work, they pay for your living. They pay for your food and where you stay. And tons of overtime, if that's what you like. Only cons to this job are it's very hard work, super long hours. Most of the time it's bad working conditions, right? Rain, storms, snowstorms. If you want, you're far away from home. And it's not exactly a safe job. You're up in a bucket, super high above the ground, working with electrical. So it's not exactly the most safe job. And now I'm gonna go interview Joel Montgomery from Consumers Energy. Here we have a long-term worker from Grabbers, Michigan named Joel Montgomery. Joel, do you enjoy being a lineman?
I do like my job. It's tough, but it's good money and worth it with the company I'm surrounded by. Although I'd like to not work here much longer, definitely a good job for young people who are healthy and in shape.
Where and how long have you been working here?
I've been working for Consumers Energy since 2004.
What's the day-to-day life look like as a lineman?
Being a lineman is tough. We wake up early every day at 4:30 and start work early. We are either on the road far from home, living out of hotels, or we are at home repairing local problems. When working far from home, we usually are repairing messes and damages made from storms. We repair poles, wires, cables, and everything electrical that keeps your community running.
What do you have to do to become a lineman?
Before I was a lineman, I had to go through tons of learning and schooling. I started off at Lansing Community College in their lineman school. I went there for 8 months and learned everything there is to know about this job. After that, I got offered a job at Consumers Energy right after I graduated. I started off as an intern for the first 3 years and got all the hours I needed to become a journeyman. I also had to get my CDL to be able to work for Consumers. They paid for my course. It took me a week to do it, then I was all set. After my 3 years, I was a journeyman for about 4 years, then got more into storm chasing once my kids had all grown up and I didn't feel I needed to be home with them as much.
Do you have any advice for me if I want to be a lineman one day?
I think being a lineman is a great thing to do. If you have the right attitude, you need to be okay with hard work and be able to work hard every day and get your hands dirty. Being a lineman teaches you tons of important life lessons like what true hard work, determination, and discipline. It also teaches you a ton of valuable things that can help you out in life down the road, although it isn't for everyone. So be sure to do your research before committing.
Thank you for your time, Joel, and teaching me a little more about what all comes with being a lineman.
No problem. Good luck.